Hey, welcome back everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Muse Jester. My name is Junior. Yes, I took a little bit of a break from posting my videos. I kind of got a little burnt out with all the ghost things that I was doing, and I wanted to clear out my area first, and then I started doing a secondary project regarding Star Wars vehicles. I'm still taking a break off of that. I'll show the video later on. However, for this particular video, I want to show you what I got on eBay during that time. Like I said, I'm starting to slow down a little bit on my eBay purchases. I just want to pay off all the stuff that I bought since October, which has been quite big. So once I pay that up, and I'll start buying more stuff if I feel like it. Anyway, for this particular one, it's a little bit of a surprise. As you know, I am into Star Wars right now, particularly the 3.75 version, and I've kind of abandoned the Black Series because I've already fixed the display area and it is absolutely packed. But anyway, I'm talking about that because this particular batch I got from one seller. It's two lots. Each the total lot basically cost me $85 with shipping and taxes. But I want to show you. This is the Black Series. I think this is the Night Trooper. I'm not sure. Like I said, no. I think I know this one. You know what though? It's weird that I've never seen the Black Series have this kind of articulation on the elbows, which is kind of weird. Um, then this one. So there's two of each, and then the regular Stormtrooper. They don't have any of their weapons, and I saw that, and I'm okay with that. But then you have these. It's pretty cool, right? I mean, I know I'm out of the Black Series, but for 84 or $85, these are basically 10 figures. So each figure is like $8.50, which is what I would consider as a good bargain for 3.75 that's got this type of articulation, honestly, and this kind of detail. I would buy instantly because this would be kind of like a tier 1 figure, maybe level 3 character, because they're just stormtroopers. But actually, one of the things I learned on Star Wars the Vintage Collection was, because I now have a lot of characters in that. I have troopers, I have army builders, I have regular aliens and robots. What's been most impressive, now that I've been starting to display them, are these trooper lots. So I don't have any space for them, and I don't collect Black Series anymore. But for $8.50 a figure, my God, I feel like it's like a no-brainer for me, you know. And so this particular person, and it's amazing. He actually, I've never had somebody ship anything from Arkansas, oh, not Arkansas, Alaska, Anchorage, Alaska, and he drew this stormtrooper helmet with a lot of tin. So that's kind of cool. Anyway, he was selling a bunch of stuff, and not as good a price as these ones, but I was the only one that bid on any of it, and I have, so let's see, 12 more figures coming in, mostly troopers, and those averaged around, let's see, 50, 70. That can't be right. Okay, 70 to 104 for 11 figures. So those would average around maybe $9 or so, but still, that's not bad. So like those would be like $9.50 a figure. That's kind of like, I don't want to buy Black Series over $10. I mean, these are just all loose and everything, but you know, like I said, I'm out of Black Series. But for troopers, maybe I would buy them for $10 or so. But I think these are just like steals. You know, I was very fortunate to have gotten them. Okay, second batch that I've gotten, this one is back to the 3.75 line, okay? And I got this lot for $118. Now, I have a lot of Troopers now, as I've said, figures in the 3.75. I need to display them first so I can see what it is that I want to get, if I want to get more. And so for this one, I don't want to spend over $50 on figures anymore, even if it's a lot, unless it's like something specific or anything. Anyway, so this particular lot, $120. Let's just say $120, right? It comes with 2 vehicles. This one, I forgot what this vehicle is from. This is, I think this was from, man, I forgot. In the desert or something like that. But this vehicle alone I've seen sell for like $10-12. So out of the 120, I would say I would subtract $10 out of the 120. So I would say this vehicle is like $10. But it also includes fin, so that's kind of cool. But fin is just a 5-point articulation, but I'm okay with that. I mean, like, but look at it still has a nice detail and everything for this figure. I was actually seriously considering on buying this vehicle because it's kind of unique looking, but again, I'm you know, it's a Star Wars vehicle, so but I held off on it because like $10 or $20. I think I see this like for $15 or something like that, and I wasn't keen on buying it. The second, and then it comes with a second vehicle, which is this one, the Rey's what is this, Rey's Speeder? Anyway, this was another one I was thinking of getting on its own, but I just kind of held off on it because like, yes, maybe I want it, maybe I don't. But it came with it. Oh, look at that! I think I've seen that before. It does that, and it fires and everything. So that's kind of cool. So yeah, I was interested in buying this. I wasn't sure I was going to buy it, but I almost bought something like this in the box, like 15. The price range I was considering for this one was like, has to be below 20, around 15. If I can get it for 10, that was great. Again, I never got the opportunity to buy it, but it came with this lot, so I would assign a $10 price range on this one, just as I would assign a $10 price range on this one. So out of the 120, that means I remove $20 worth of the original price, right? Just for these two figures, these two vehicles alone, which I don't have in my collection, so that's perfect. Then it's got a bunch of, this is the supplies and accessories that come with it. And oh, what's this? Oh wow, looks like a droid. So yeah, I mean, in the listing, they had these accessories that, you know, I would love to look at, but I'm like, I know they belong with the figure, but I wasn't like, oh, does this figure have this gun or blast or whatever? So I wasn't really looking hard at the accessories. I'm glad it's here. I'm gonna have to figure out which one it belongs to, and which is like this one. I don't know. This is this cool one though. Is this actually from? I guess it is. I thought maybe it's just a keychain, but that's cool. So this is the accessories pack. So I'm glad they included that. And is there any more droids? I don't think there is. As you can see, as I quickly look at that, how small that is. As I quickly toss this aside, I'm glad it's there. I mean, it's not the big thing that I bought purchases from. So anyway, so now we're thinking $100, right? This is what came with $100. Let me just zoom out really quick. I noticed this thing is like really close. All right, I'm back. So this, look at all these figures. Now, these are not the 3.75 vintage collection that I would have preferred, were, you know, that got me initially into Star Wars 3.75 line. It doesn't have the face printing. It doesn't have the absolute articulation that I want. But, oh, that's kind of cool. But what these are basically background character fillers that I could use. Oh man, does this actually clip onto her face? I think so. Wow. Huh. So I'm not entirely aware of what the figures do individually. As you can see, I'm actually quite amazed that it has that mask that you can put on. I know that if not all, most of it will be 5 points of articulation, meaning like that. But at this point, I don't really care. Now this is basically a 38 figure lot for $100. So that means that each figure is around 2.65, so $2.65. So for $2.65, I don't really mind that it's 5 points, because again, this will be basically background characters. I think I have this droid already, but it's cool. I think I have 2 of them already, so it's a good filler. So that's we're gonna go through this as quickly as we can and put the accessories that I'm finding here that I have no idea what it's for. Kind of looks like a droid, this one. And yeah, you're gonna see kind of what I got as we go along through it. I know I have an idea, a Poe Dameron figure, which I don't know. I hope I have the gun in one of the accessories pack. This is better than the one that I got from the U-Wing. The U-Wing had a Poe Dameron. This one's better looking. This one, I don't know who this guy is, but he looks kind of cool. Again, 5 points of articulation. It's okay. Background character. This girl, Rose. So that's kind of cool. It's really not bad in terms of likeness. Obviously, the face print. If this had the face printing, it would be so much more better. But it kind of captures her character right there. I mean, like, this is actually a pretty good face sculpt of her. I think it's even better than the Poe Dameron one. Yeah, so that's cool. So these figures are mostly gonna come from the later sequels. No, yeah, sequels, and which I love because I have mostly from the prequels and the original. I rarely have anything from the sequels, and I'm learning. Oh, it's cool that I have him with this one. I just saw him on Book Off for like $6 or something, and I didn't want to, or $4. I didn't want to get him because like, I didn't really like his character, which is weird. Benicio del Toro, and he was a side character. Zzz, Toro with his little glittering tongue. Anyway, it's good that I didn't buy that figure because apparently I have him here. Oh, and this is the guy that died in the end, right? Too bad he doesn't have the same kind of apparent better feature than this one has. This one even has a removable helmet. Is this her sister? She kind of looks like it, but I don't remember her having this helmet on. Oh, this is really cool. I mean, like almost bumps her up on a different tier. Wait, did I say tier 1? This would not be tier 1. This is gonna be like a tier 3. Tier. Yeah. So these I'm trying to remember why I was talking about my tier levels and also this particular type of action figures are kind of like my tier 3 or tier 4 action figures where it only has 5 points of articulation. Maybe I should make it tier 5 so I'd remember. But the characters would be like maybe tier level 2. because its main characters of Dameron and Rose and all that stuff. So, and this guy, you know, so this would be like level 2, I guess. And then, so this lot has a lot of these. I think like maybe 10 or so. And I've been, even though it's only 5 points of articulation, I do kind of want them just to add to my sequels figures. So here's another one of the trooper. We'll put the trooper in the top so we can keep track of what I've got. So this is what, a captain, or I can't remember what the ranking system is on the pauldron. So it's good. Oh, this is Finn's trooper. That's cool. Again, another 5 points. I think these are all going to be 5 points. I don't even know. So like I was saying, oh, I like this one too. I was looking for this one. Like I was saying, I found out that anything from the sequels, they're all 5 points, which is kind of weird. I hope I don't have any doubles. I think I do with Rose, but she's on a different costume. There's another Finn. I think I have that Finn already too. But I mean, like, I don't really mind because we're talking about $2.65. This one, another cool character that I know nothing about, but I don't have this person represented in my collection, so that's cool. This is gonna be a background character again. Oh yeah, this one cool looking too. Very nice sculpt. I mean, like, honestly, I wouldn't even know how they would represent this character in the new vintage collection line, because look, it's so baggy, the design of this thing. How can you add articulation in this thing and keep the sculpt intact? I don't think you can, even with these robed ones. So I'm okay with it being less in articulation. Here, so here's the one with Rose in the Imperial. I think this is when they were sneaking into the Snoke ship. Yeah. So it's good that they're actually the same size. Same face sculpt. I feel like this one's stronger. Anyway, so I know that she was going to be a double, but different costume. Then this, definitely I want more. I think this is a TIE fighter pilot. So I do want more of these. I think I have these represented with better articulation. So, but background character, I'm okay. Another resistance fighter. Oh, I just got this guy. I got this guy $3 on Book Off. But I figured, yeah, $3 and it's a fighter pilot. It'll be nice background character. So I figured I bought him. Which is still not far off from the $2.65 that I got. Here he is. $3 on Book Off. So I have him. And here's a Finn that I got. So this guy's a Black Series. Also $3. So I think that's the only time when they went ahead and redid these figures with better articulation. So this one will be the same level characters, level 2, but definitely tier 2 because he doesn't have the ankle rocker. But yeah, just updated articulation. It's basically almost the exact same sculpt, different on the skirt because they had to change that. It's kind of an interesting comparison between the two. Alright, anyway, I digress. We're still looking at the stuff that I got. This one almost could be like a droid, but okay. Oops. Man, there's so many of these figures, I'm running out of space in this small table of mine. Okay, so it's kind of fun though, just going through it. Again, this is $100, which is a lot of money, but you know, what can you do? So again, 5 points of articulation, but I've been looking for these particular representations of these stormtroopers or these troopers from The Force Awakens or the sequels because I think they're cool. That you can see now the progression of the uniform because now I have a representation of everything: clone troopers, imperial troopers, stormtroopers, and then these from. So sorry, I now have the clone troopers from the prequels, the regular stormtroopers from the original, and then now I have representation of these troopers, stormtroopers slash whatever troopers in the sequels. So that's another one. Yeah, that's why I was looking for these, because they're the ones who have this backpack thing, and I hope I have enough of a lot of these in the accessories bag, so that completes it. So I mean, if they ever come out of the vintage collection with updated articulation with these particular figures, I still buy them, and this would just be in the background as background troops, and you won't be able to tell. Honestly, these are so small, they're going to be in the background. You won't be able to tell that they only have 5 points. So different rankings, so that's cool. I'm looking for the ones, the Sith versions of these, or the Praetorian Guards of these, because yeah, I want some color. I love the fact that they're coming in red, not just black. I have a lot of these now. I have 2 or 3 of hers, and I'm fine, because like I said, this is a lot. I would not buy her again. If it was just like in a 2-pack or two figure lot, but because it's a 40-pack lot, I bought it. The same one with this one, the Luke Skywalker. I have him already, and it might be in the TVC line. I can't remember. Honestly, I bought so many figures. Oh, it is, because his cape is fabric, and I hate the fact that it's fabric. It's just all over the place. But look at how much more better looking it is as a plastic. So I might actually steal his cape and put it in the other one, just to complete the look, because I feel like I want him to look like that. But again, actually, I might actually steal his head and put the new one in this one, because I don't know. We'll have to check and see. But I do love that I now have the option of displaying this figure with the plastic robe. And this is an ugly representation of Rey, but I'm okay with it. I think I might have a figure of her. I do. I'm just looking at her right now, with the bandana on. So, but I don't know if I have this type where she doesn't have the headdress on. And this could definitely use a face printing. So far, no doubles yet, right? Except for the troopers, of course. This one, I might have this figure as well too. Like as I was saying, I have bought so many of these figures, and they're in like 2 large back boxes that's full to the brim. So I've forgotten what I've gotten. And oh, so this is actually off of the chest. That's why it looks so weird. And I need to put them on and display them, just so I can see and reference them really, really quickly as I'm buying all these lots. Another unique look of a pilot. So I'm glad at least I'm not buying any more Power to Force lines, because I've gotten a lot from them already, and at this point Power to Force lines at $5 is, I feel, too much. Before it wasn't, because I didn't have any figures then, and I feel like any 5 points of articulation, I'm only gonna buy if it's around $3, at the most $4, but definitely $3. I might buy it at $4 if it's more troopers, or if it's any more of the Sith Praetorian Guard troopers and everything. So this one, this is not, it is the, whatever his name is. Kind of like him, but it's a 5 point, I guess. Again, it's gonna be a good background character, and if I ever find a better version of him, I'll just pop off the head and replace it with a different one, and he becomes a different First Order. Wasn't he general? Another unique figure. I don't even remember seeing this, honestly. But I mean, like, it will stand in my Star Wars character Kylo Ren, Kylo Ren. So I have so many like not so many, but I have at least three of them, and that's actually impressive. That with all these lots that I've been buying, I've only gotten like a few of these. Um, I don't care how good of a lot it is, even if it's a $1 figure. Um, if I'm getting way too much multiples of these Kylo Rens or Rey characters, then I probably won't be interested in it. So this is a different, and it's another Rey character, different costume. Again, different from the one that I'm looking at on my shelf because it's basically the same with this one and that one, but the face is uncovered so you can see her head or her face. So, that's still a unique, a different enough look. Look at this guy. This guy looks cool. I thought I had more than one of these, but yeah, that looks cool. Oh, you know what? I thought this one was this. I don't know what this guy's name is, but now I'm gonna be hunting him and see. I really love that helmet. Same thing with this guy. I feel like this is a good troop builder, so I'm gonna figure out what this guy's name is, and I'll look for him. These are the guys I want. Even though it's only 5 points of articulation, I want. If I ever see this in TVC, I'll be buying them. But I need more of this. In fact, I want them so much that I bought the figurine ones where it doesn't even have any articulation. Those would be level 0. 0 meaning like 0 articulation, not like the top 0. But yeah, I have bought some of those just so I can get representations of these that I wanted. I even bought the figurines of these because I wasn't finding anything, and then I finally get this whole lot. Ah, another cool figure. Wait, doesn't have a foot. Oh, okay. That's he's kind of cool, but he's like peg-legged. Okay, that's cool. That's definitely cool. I would definitely buy way of character figures like that for $3 or $4. I don't know. Oh, this is from one of the officers over there using it. And yeah, so one of the things I did notice from this lot as a double is definitely another Kylo Ren here. Okay, so at least it's a different representation. I do have a Kylo Ren already, so I'm not sure which one of these two he copies, but at least this one doesn't have the robe. This one does, and then it's split. It's not an actual robe on the legs, but an actual legging. So I guess I'm okay with that. It's not like an actual duplicate, so no duplicates whatsoever, except for the troopers. I love it. $2.65. I did not want to spend another $100 on any Star Wars 3.75 because I am trying to cut back at least for a month so I can pay off the amount that I owe on my credit cards. I don't like anything on my credit cards, and I definitely don't want to get any interest on those, because the moment an interest kicks in, it basically wipes out any advantages that I could have gotten out of these deals. So like I said, I only started collecting 3.75 October of last year, 2024, in which case I've spent over $10,000. Yes, $10,000. And because I've been paying it off massively each month, I haven't incurred any interest. So far, all my purchases have been intact, so I haven't incurred any kind of interests on them. And I'll pay off the debt on this one. I'll pay off the other one on my credit card by March or April, in which case I'll be much more freer to spend a little bit more money. Anyway, that's it. I'm sorry I went into my finances, but it's just it's getting it's getting to the point that it's kind of getting out of hand. I feel that even though I spent $100 at $2.65 per figure, even though there are 5 points of articulation, the uniqueness of each characters that I've gotten, I don't have. I think this one, I have one of this. Maybe I have another Rey. Maybe I don't know. I honestly I don't know what I've got. I think I have another Rey over here, and I know I have another Poe Dameron, and I know I have another Finn and Luke, but everything else is pretty good too, though. So yeah, well, that's it for my haul from eBay. Kind of unexpected that I went and bought Black Series. Kind of unexpected that I went and bought 5 points of articulation again for my collection, as I got into 3.75 because of the high articulation that they've gotten recently, and yet here I am buying 5 points of articulation. But yeah, I think the price that I paid for it at 265 highly increases the value that I'm getting from this to maybe like 12 or 13. And it's weird that my value system on this one is actually high as 12, that I would usually relegate to. As you can see on my videos, that's a pretty high value for what I'm getting. But it's like, because the price is so low, $2.65, that's almost beating the original retail price. Or even when was the last time we were able to purchase figures for $2.65? We're talking about decades, unless you're getting it from Ross, But yeah. Anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you guys again soon. Keep watching to see. Hopefully, I'll feel energized enough to pull out the Ewing. It's almost done. I just need to paint it up, and I'll post a video on it. And then my plan is to fix my shelving a little bit more before I go back to the Ghost. I just want to take a break from that. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye bye.